Oh shoot. Oh shoot. Oh shoot. Oh shoot. One. Gets into hiding while Metal Gear. Okay, there we go. Oh crap. Chat. Yeah. Metal Gear is susceptible to chaff. Now, how to stop it?
God help us. Metal Gear is moving. Snake, it's all riding on you now. You've got to stop that thing. But how? You'll have to ask Dr. Emmerich, the guy who made it.
Yeah, just ask Otacon. They'll tell us how to destroy Metal Gear.
Snake, Rex's armor is impregnable. You can't do any damage with the weapons you've got. Rex uses the latest advances in compound armor. The only way you can pierce it is with a high-performance heat round.
So what do I do?
Rex's pilot seat operates exactly like a VR system. It's got multiple sensors connected to a high-tech interface used for the controls. It's completely self-enclosed and shut off from the outside environment.
He's not using his naked eyes?
That's right. So if you could somehow destroy the sensors... Do you see that round plate on Rex's left arm?
Yeah, that thing that looks like a shield.
That's a radome. If you can destroy that thing, it won't be able to use its electronic equipment.
So he'll be blinded.
Yeah, try to hit that radome with a Stinger missile.
So that will stop it?
No. Rex was designed so it can be controlled manually, too.
Oh, great.
The part that looks like a beak is where the pilot seat is. In an emergency, it'll open up. Rex's armor is perfect. You can't destroy it.
You told me that already.
But the interior is a different story.
I get it. First I destroy the radome. That will force him to open up the pilot's seat.
Right. If you can shoot a Stinger missile into the cockpit, you'll destroy the computer control system.
You intentionally designed it with a weak point?
It's not a weak point. I like to think of it as a character flaw. People just aren't complete without some type of character flaw, don't you think?
I guess so. I owe you one, Otacon.
Alright, I'm gonna call Maylene and save.
Snake, there's nothing I can do to help you. All I can do is cheer you on.
If for some reason something happens and I can't continue if for some reason something happens and I can't beat the game tonight, then this will be my starting off points for the
Do it for me, Snake.
for the next video. My question is, if Rex's armor is supposed to be impregnable, wouldn't the same hold true for that radome? Alright. So, that's your target. That radome. That's your target. Now, chaff it. Okay, it's chaff. Right, this boss. Right, last time I played this. Last time I went through this boss fight, I used this boss as cover. But everything else here is flammable. So, throw a chaff. Come out. Hit the radome with a stinger. Get back into cover. Because you cannot hit another stinger. You cannot fire another stinger before the chaff dissipates. And besides, the radome has a like pretty much everything else has a period of invulnerability. Like everything else, the radome has a period of invulnerability after you hit it. So you can't really do back-to-back hits with the radome before. Oh crap! He saw me. Not gonna work. We just saw that laser in play. Alright. One more hit, I'll do it. There we go. Nope. Not by a long shot.
Damn! Nice try, Snake! Die! Hurry! Get away!
Great Fox.
The name from long ago. It sounds better than Deep Throat.
So it is you.
You look terrible, Snake. You haven't aged well.
I'll send you back to hell!
Backflip style.
Fox, why? What do you want from me?
I'm a prisoner of death. Only you can free me.
Fox, stay out of this. What about Naomi? She's hell-bent on taking revenge for you.
Naomi?
You're the only one who can stop her.
No, I can't.
Why?
Because I'm the one who killed her parents.
Damn.
I was young then, and couldn't bring myself to kill her too. I felt so bad that I decided to take her with me. I raised her like she was my own blood to soothe my guilty conscience. Even now, she thinks of me as her brother.
Fox.
From the outside, we might have seemed like a happy brother and sister, but every time I looked at her, I saw her parents' eyes staring back at me. Tell her for me. Tell her that I was the one who did it.
There you are!
We're just about out of time. Here's a final present from Deep Throat. I'll stop it from moving.
Off he goes.
In the Middle East, we don't hunt foxes, we hunt jackals. Instead of foxhounds, we use royal harriers.
Fox.
How strong is that exoskeleton of yours?
Snake, are you just going to sit by and watch him die?
Get him, Foss.
Cornered fox is more dangerous than a jackal.
Destroyed the radome.
Impressive! You are indeed worthy of the codename Fox, but now you're finished!
No! Fire the stinger!
Fox, can you really shoot? You'll kill him too!
There's nothing you can do. Snake won't let you fire.
I can finally die.
No, I can't do it.
Zanzibar, I was taken from the battle. Neither truly alive nor truly dead. An undying shadow in a world of light. But soon it will finally end.
No, I can't do it.
Die! Snake, we're not tools of the government or anyone else. Fighting was the only thing I was good at. But at least I always fought for what I believed in. Snake, farewell.
Goodbye, Foss.
Foolish man! He prayed for death, and it found him. You see, you can't protect anyone, not even yourself. Die!
Damn.
Colonel, Fox is dead.
I know. God rest his soul. Even a soldier needs more to live for than just fighting. Maybe if he had found something else, he wouldn't have been so haunted.
He was too simple, too pure. There was nothing in this world for him to believe in, so he chose to believe only in himself.
I guess you're right. A man like Fox is really only looking for his death.
Yeah, but if you ask me, there's no happiness to be gained in death. No peace either. I'm gonna leave here alive.
Good. I want that too.
Let's finish this. Alright, Liquid, you got this coming. I didn't get him. Should be some ration. Yep, another ration up there. So I'm just gonna nail one Liquid. Won't matter from here on out how many rations you have left.
Snake, I'll crush you into dust.
We did it. Beat the Metal Gear. But it's not over yet. got one last one last boss battle to get through.
Sleeping late as usual. A snake.
Liquid, you're still alive.
I won't die as long as you still live.
Too bad. It looks like your revolution was a failure.
Just because you've destroyed Metal Gear doesn't mean I am done fighting.
Fighting? What are you really after?
A world where warriors like us are honored as we once were, as we should be.
That was Big Boss's fantasy.
It was his dying wish. When he was young, during the Cold War, the world needed men like us. We were valued then. We were desired. But things, are different now. With all the liars and hypocrites running the world, war isn't what it used to be. We're losing our place in a world that no longer needs us. A world that now spurns our very existence. You should know that as well as I do. After I launch this weapon and get our $1 billion, we'll be able to bring chaos and honor back to this world gone soft. Conflict will breed conflict. New hatreds will arise. Then, we'll steadily expand our sphere of influence.
But as long as there are people, there will always be war.
But the problem is balance. Father knew what type of a balance was best.
Is that the only reason?
Isn't it reason enough for warriors such as us?
I don't want that kind of world.
Ha! You lie! So why are you here then? Why do you continue to follow your orders while your superiors betray you? Why did you come here? Well, I'll tell you then. You enjoy all the killing. That's why.
What?
Are you denying it? Haven't you already killed most of my comrades?
That was...
I watched your face when you did it. It was filled with the joy of battle.
You're wrong.
There's a killer inside you. You don't have to deny it. We were created to be that way.
Created?
Here's a big revelation coming.
Les Enfants Terribles. The terrible children. That's what the project was called. It started in the 1970s. Their plan was to artificially create the most powerful soldier possible. The person that they chose as the model was the man known then as the greatest living soldier in the world.
Big Boss.
But Father was wounded in combat and already in a coma when they brought him in. So they created us from his cells. With a combination of 20th century analog cloning.
How did he get Snake up there?
Super baby method.
They fertilized an egg with one of Father's cells, and then let it divide into 8 clone babies. Then they transferred the clones to someone's uterus, and later intentionally aborted 6 of the fetuses to encourage strong fetal growth. You and I were originally octuplets.
Octuplets?
Yes. The other 6 of our brothers were sacrificed to make us. We were accomplices in murder before the day we were even born.
Oh, so is it just me?
So it was you and I.
Or did they
Two
turn down
fertilized
the
eggs with
redness
exactly
filter
the same
for this
DNA.
in this version?
But they weren't finished yet. They used me as a guinea pig to create a phenotype in which all of the dominant genes were expressed to create you. I got all of the recessive genes. You took everything from me before I was even born. But you and I aren't his only children.
What?
The Genome Soldiers. They too are his progeny, carrying on his genetic legacy. But they're different. They're digital. With the completion of the Human Genome Project, the mysteries of humanity were laid bare. Thanks to Father's DNA, they were able to identify more than 60 soldier genes responsible for everything from strategic thinking to the proverbial killer instinct. Those soldier genes were transplanted into the members of the next generation special forces. That's how they became the genome soldiers. That's right. The genome soldiers that you've been killing are our brothers with the same genes as ours.
Damn.
The genome soldiers.
That's right. They are our brothers, created artificially through the alignment of nucleotides to mimic our father's genes. They too are the product of numerous sacrifices.
Sacrifices?
Human experiments! (1991), the Gulf War. The military secretly injected soldiers with the soldier genes. The Gulf War syndrome that hundreds of thousands of returning soldiers complained about was a side effect of it.
Ha! Everyone knows that the Gulf War syndrome was caused by exposure to depleted uranium used in the anti-tank rounds.
That was just a cover story issued by the Pentagon. First they tried to say it was post-traumatic stress disorder, then chemical or biological weapons. The poison gas detection units and the anti-sarin injections, they were all just a cover-up of the secret genetic experiments.
So then, the so-called Gulf War babies that have been reported by Gulf War veterans are...
Yes.
Yeah, but
they too are our brothers and sisters.
Big Boss was still around
so
to buy
the
this.
genome soldiers mean that the experiments were a success?
Success? Don't be a fool. They're a complete failure. We are on the verge of extinction.
What?
Have you ever heard of the asymmetry theory? Nature tends to favor asymmetry. Those species which have gone extinct all show signs of symmetry. The genome soldiers suffer from the same problem. Signs of symmetry. So do I. As do you. That's right. We are all on the verge of death at the genetic level. We don't know when or what type of disease will occur. That's why we need the old man's genetic information.
You want Big Boss's DNA so you can save your family? It's very touching.
In nature, family members don't mate with each other, and yet they help each other to survive. Do you know why? It increases the chance that their genes will be passed on to a new generation. Altruism among blood relatives is a response to natural selection. It's called the selfish gene theory.
You're telling me that your genes are ordering you to save the genome soldiers?
You can't fight your genes. It's fate. All living things are born for the sole purpose of passing on their parents' genes. That's why I'll follow what my genes tell me.
You know,
and then I'm going to go beyond.
I'll wait until...
In order to break the curse
I'll wait until
of my
the best
heritage.
time to share my thoughts on this.
And to do that, first, I will kill you.
Okay, it's a good part. Alright, so, this won't be, slight spoilery. This won't be slight spoilery for those who haven't played, Metal Gear Solid 4. So, just a heads up. But when Liquid, okay, so yeah, so when they were talking about the Gulf War, about the genetic experiments, Big Boss was still around at the time, and you know, up to then, I thought the genetic experiments, those genetic experiments, didn't start until after Big Boss's death, which in this universe was in 1999. But it seems like the genetic experience was going on long before that. And what Liquid said about Snake, about them being on the verge of death, at the genetic level, in Metal Gear Solid 4, Solid Snake was going through rapid aging. Like it was rapidly aging in that game. And the reason was, according to Naomi, was it was designed that way. That is his that it was his natural lifespan. So when Liquid talked about Snake, when Liquid was going on about them being on the verge of death, that's what came to mind for Snake. But man, imagine what Snake was feeling, hearing about that, hearing about the true nature of his birth, that Ian Liquid pretty much clones of Big Boss. That's what fucking Raven meant when he said that Snake and Liquid. What was it he said? You are a snake which was not created from nature. You and the boss, you are from another world, a world that I do not wish to know. That's what Raven meant. Anyway, I feel like I could blabber. I feel like I could blabber on about this for some time.
Look behind you.
This is
Meryl! Is she alive?
I'm not sure.
Is this like a game? I'm really curious. Is this a game that you think you might enjoy?
Stupid woman. Falling in love with a man who doesn't even have a name.
I have a name.
No! We have no past, no future, and even if we did, it wouldn't be truly ours. You and I are just copies of our father, Big Boss.
Let Meryl go.
As soon as we've finished our
Heck yeah, you would.
We're almost out of time.
You're talking about Fox Die.
No. It seems now that the Pentagon knows
Well,
that
I
Metal
truly
Gear
hope
is
you do
destroyed.
enjoy it.
They've arrived at a decision. They won't even need a BTA. If you want the details, why don't you ask your precious Colonel Campbell?
Colonel, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm listening.
What is the Pentagon trying to do? Colonel, answer me.
The Secretary of Defense has taken over active control of this operation. He's on his way there by AWACS.
What for?
To bomb the place.
What?
Not only that, B-2 bombers just lifted off from Galena Air Force Base. They're carrying B-6113 surface-piercing tactical nuclear bombs.
What? Metal Gear is destroyed. Tell the Secretary of Defense.
The Secretary of Defense heard that Naomi double-crossed us, and he's worried about Fox Die. Now that there's no more danger of a nuclear strike from Metal Gear, he's going to do whatever's necessary to cover up the truth of what really happened here.
He's going
That
to drop a nuclear
SOB.
bomb to vaporize all the evidence along with anyone who knows anything.
Don't worry, Snake. I'll stop the nuclear strike.
How?
I may only be a figurehead here, but I'm still officially in command of this mission. If I issue an order to delay the strike, it'll confuse the chain of command and at least buy you some time. It'll give you a chance to escape.
But, Colonel, if you do that...
It's okay, Snake. The truth is, Foxhound was already the subject of an undercover investigation. Merrill was transferred to this base just before the terrorist attack as a way of manipulating me.
Those bastards.
My words is
I'm
sadly.
sorry. They forced me to cooperate in exchange for her life. You better get out of there, Snake.
Are you sure? It'll be bad for you.
Don't worry. It's the least I can do for you, after all the lies.
Colonel.
I'm ordering them to cancel the bombing run. After that, there's no turning back. What? What are you doing? What?
Snake!
Mei Ling, what happened to the Colonel?
I don't believe it.
What happened?
Snake, the Colonel!
Roy Campbell has been relieved of duty. This is the Secretary of Defense, Jim Houseman.
Put the Colonel back on.
He's been placed under arrest for leaking top-secret information and for the crime of high treason.
Ridiculous.
Yes, he's a ridiculous man. He truly believed that he was in command of this operation.
You bastard.
There won't be a speck of evidence left. I'm sure the President would want the same thing.
President ordered this?
President is a busy man. I have complete authority here.
How do you plan on explaining a nuclear attack on Alaska to the media?
Don't worry. We've prepared a convincing cover story. We'll simply say that the terrorists exploded a nuclear device.
Smart. You'll be murdering everyone here. The scientists, the Genome Army, everyone.
Donald, the DARPA chief, is already dead.
So, you didn't mean to kill the DARPA chief after all?
He was my friend.
And you could care less about what happens to everybody else, huh?
Well, if you give me the optic disc, I might consider saving them.
What are you talking about?
Metal Gear's test data. Donald was supposed to bring it back.
I don't have it.
I see. Oh well, that's okay. You two are an embarrassment from the 1970s. Our country's dirty little secret. You can't be allowed to live. Well, the bombs will be dropping soon, and you two have a lot of catching up to do. Farewell.
There's no way out for us. Let's finish this before the airstrike. You stole everything from me. Only your death can satisfy me. Only your death can return to me what is rightly mine. She'll make a beautiful sacrifice for our final battle. Do you see this? It will be the time limit for our final battle. This nuclear module is set to detonate at the precise moment of her death. If you win, you might still be able to save her.
Well, it does look like they toned down the redness
Could enjoy
filter.
one brief moment of love before the end. If you cross this line, you'll fall. At this height, it will kill even you. Have at you, Snake.
Alright. So, first off, I'm gonna save, just in case.
Snake, are you okay?
Now, I'll save it on a new block.
Win, Snake, win!
Okay, I am gonna call Nastasha, because this is pretty much the last time we'll be able to talk to her. After this fight, we'll no longer have contact with her.
Snake, it is just you and Liquid now. There is no advice I can give you. Trust yourself. You have got to win.
Is that all?
Snake, it is just you and Liquid now. There is no advice I can give you. Trust yourself. You have got to win.
Alright, Nastasha. It was fun talking with you. Okay, so this is hand-to-hand combat. You got no items, no weapons. So, ow. So you just gotta beat Liquid up. And keep in mind you are still on a time limit. You only have like 3 minutes. 3 minutes to win this fight.
What's wrong, Snake?
What's wrong, Liquid? Yep, Mortal Kombat. Oh, yeah. Now, as you saw, Liquid also does a charging attack. If you watch WWE, that charging attack is like a spear. It's like one of Roman Reigns or Edge's spears. Now, one thing I do gotta add. Even if you deplete Liquid's life gauge, that still won't end the fight. After you deplete Liquid's life gauge, you have got to knock him off of Metal Gear. So, deplete his life gauge, and then knock him off the head of Metal Gear. Like that. 1 minute left. Time crunch.
You're out of time.
So are you. Alright, I'm almost done. There we go. Have a nice ball, Liquid.
Meryl. Meryl?
Snake, is that you? Snake, oh, you're alive. Thank God.
Meryl. Meryl, are you okay?
Are you okay? Is that all you can say?
Meryl, it must have been terrible.
Oh, it wasn't that bad. I didn't give in to the torture.
Torture?
And things even worse than that. I was fighting too. Just like you.
You're a strong woman.
Fighting them
Yeah.
made me
Adios,
feel close
a-hole.
to you.
Yeah.
I felt like you were there with me. It gave me the strength to go on. But I was scared.
I'm sorry.
Don't say that. But it made me realize something. During all the pain and shame, there was one thing I was sure of. A single hope that I held on to. And that hope kept me alive. Snake, I wanted to see you again.
Meryl. That's my Kodak.
Wing wing, your pizza's here.
Snake, it's me.
Otacon, good news. Meryl's okay.
All right. You saved her, man. Good job.
I got some bad news, too. We're about to be bombed.
Oh, boy. I guess we're considered expendable.
Is there a way out of here?
A way out? Yeah. You can take the loading tunnel to the surface. There's a parking garage right next to you. The tunnel leads from there to the surface.
The door in front?
It's a small entrance to the west of that door.
How about the security?
I just unlocked it. Who do you think you're talking to? I'll take care of security along your escape route, too.
What are you going to do?
Me? I'll stay here.
Are you crazy?
I need a little more time to take care of your escape route.
But
I just had a thought.
Unlocking the security doors is difficult work. Only I can do it.
Otacon.
Don't worry. I'm staying here. It's my own decision.
Otacon.
I just had a thought that Otacon kind of looks like Neo.
Piercing nuclear bomb. It won't hold.
I'm through regretting the past. Life isn't all about loss, you know. Snake, I'm a complete person now. I've found a reason to live.
Good. Don't die on me.
Same to you. Take care of Meryl, okay?
I will.
Okay, I gotta go. I promise I'll do something about your escape route.
Thanks.
Thanks?
I need a snack after stream.
Well, that sounds nice.
I believe in you.
Thanks, Snake.
Tummy's kind of rumbling.
Let's get the hell out of here.
What about him? Where's Otacon?
He's fighting right now. With his old self. To be the man he wants to be.
He's fighting for us too?
Yeah. And I don't want it to be in vain.
Me too.
I still want to know how Liquid got them all the way up there.
Snake.
No.
Now kiss.
It started.
I must be heavy.
Looks like we're not gonna have a love scene after all.
Looks that way. Too bad.
So sad.
Let's get out of here.
Snake, it's freezing outside. You need some clothes.
There's my sneaking suit.
Yep,
Hurry
there's your
up.
shirt.
Hurry! Looking good, Snake.
Time and place, Meryl. Time and place.
Hurry!
10 minutes. 10 minutes until the bombs drop. Now let's save. Our very last save of the game.
Snake, they've placed the colonel under arrest. I don't know what I should do. This will probably be your last save.
I'm going to miss those proverbs of yours.
Snake.
Mei Ling, I have a favor to ask you. Make a hard copy of all the codec conversation data up to this point. I want some insurance.
Okay, Snake, leave it to me.
Alright, final save.
Snake, please. Be safe for me.
Okay. So we can pick up 3 rations, here. 3 rations are all we need. Now, here's a fun fact. I won't explain why, but here's a fun fact. The time limit here means nothing. The time limit here means nothing. Even if the countdown reaches 0, nothing happens. The game will just go on like usual, even if the timer reaches 0. No game over. I won't explain why, but you'll find out as you go. So, do not worry about the time limit.
I'll drive.
Besides, 10 minutes is plenty of time.
Damn, no keys.
And also, you have no weapons, so it's nothing.
All right, keys.
You have no weapons, so pretty much all you can do is just punch them.
Got it, Snake. Jump in.
Yes, ma'am.
Fire that machine gun with your weapon button. Shoot him, Snake. Snake, hold on.
All right, away we go. So let Meryl drive. You just have to aim and shoot. Aim and shoot. That's all you have to do.
Uh-oh, Snake.
Here they come!
We'll never make it. Snake, is there a path? Okay, Snake, let's go. We're not out of the woods yet.
Here they come!
We'll never make it.
Now, granted. Oh!
You did it, Snake.
You can aim. You can, wow. Okay.
Not yet, Snake! It's not over yet!
There's just no getting rid of this guy. You can aim with first-person view and fire at the same time. I'm pretty sure someone once compared Liquid to the T-1000.
Look, Snake, daylight. We're gonna crash.
I hope they were wearing seatbelts.
Meryl. Are you okay?
Yeah, just a little shook up.
Meryl, can you move?
It's no good. I can't move.
What happened to Liquid?
I can't see him either.
Liquid's dead. Uh-oh.
Not yet.
Snake! Snake!
If he's dead, that means...
Don't say it, Snake.
What happened to the air raid? No stealth bombers in sight.
Snake, can you hear me?
Colonel.
Are you okay?
Colonel, what happened?
The Secretary of Defense has been arrested. Early retirement.
Haha.
Arrested?
Southern
I
White.
was able to get into contact with the President. Metal Gear, the training exercise, all of it. It was all the Secretary of Defense acting alone.
Acting alone? What happened to the air raid and the nuclear strike?
The orders were rescinded. The F-117s and the B-2 Spirits have returned to the base. Once again, I have complete authority over this operation.
I see.
Washington isn't stupid enough to use nukes to cover up a few secrets.
I wonder about that.
In any case, the danger's over. Thanks, Snake.
Colonel, you can rest easy. Meryl's fine.
Really? Thanks. Thank you, Snake. Snake, I'm sorry, I kept a lot of things from you.
It's okay, Colonel.
Snake, I'm not a colonel.
Oh, that's right.
I've got a present for you. There's a snowmobile close to you. Mei Ling saw it on the satellite photos. This time of year, the glaciers are pretty calm. You should be able to ride right out of there. I'll bet the boys at the DIA and the NSA never expected you to come home alive.
Me neither. I better not show my face around here.
No danger of that. You two officially died after your Jeep sank into the ocean.
That's not too far from the truth.
Also, there's a helicopter waiting for you on Fox Island.
Dr. Hal Emmerich should be somewhere on the base. I want someone to bring him in.
I understand. Leave it to me.
Okay, Roy. Are you gonna be okay?
Don't worry. I've got an insurance policy. A hard copy of all Mei Ling's data. As long as I've got that, you, me, and Mei Ling will be fine.
The battery on these nanomachines will run out soon. They won't be able to follow us.
I guess we won't meet again.
Don't worry. I'll pay you a visit sometime.
Really? I look forward to that.
Roy, just tell me one thing.
What?
About Fox Die.
Meryl will be fine. She wasn't included in its programming.
What about me? It killed Liquid.
Naomi said that she wants to talk to you face to face about that.
How is she?
Don't worry. Mei Ling is with her right now. I'm switching over to Naomi.
Snake, it's me.
Naomi.
I heard about my brother.
I'm sorry. But he had one last message he wanted to say to you.
What?
He told me to tell you to forget about him and to go on with your own life.
Frankie said that?
Yeah. He also said he'll always love you. Naomi, your brother just saved you, me, and the whole world. He fought with every ounce of strength in his body.
Maybe. Maybe now he's finally found some peace.
I'm sure he has.
He wasn't really my brother anymore. Ever since he fought with you in Zanzibar, he's been like a ghost. A ghost looking for a place to die.
Naomi, Liquid died from Fox Die too. What about me? When am I gonna go?
That's up to you.
What do you mean?
Everybody dies when their time is up.
Yeah, so when's mine up?
It's up to you how you use the time left to you. Live, Snake. That's all I can say to you.
Is smoothie on? Oh, it is. Oh, I didn't even notice.
Each person is born with their fate written into their own genetic code. It's unchangeable, immutable. But that's not all there is to life. I finally realized that. I told you before the reason that I was interested in genes and DNA. Because I wanted to know who I was. Where I came from. I thought that if I analyzed my DNA, I could find out who I was. Who my parents were. And I thought that if I knew that, then I'd know what path I should take in life. But I was wrong. I didn't find anything. I didn't learn anything. Just like with the genome soldiers, you can input all the genetic information, but that doesn't make them into the strongest soldiers. The most we can say about DNA is that it governs a person's potential strengths, potential destiny. You mustn't allow yourself to be chained to fate, to be ruled by your genes. Humans can choose the type of life they want to live. Snake, whether or not you're in the Fox-Die program isn't important. The important thing is that you choose life. And then live. Don't you think, Snake? Don't worry. I'm going to choose life too. Until today, I've always looked for a reason to live. But from here on, I'm going to just live. Genes exist to pass down our hopes and dreams for the future through our children. Living is a link to the future. That's how all life works. Loving each other, teaching each other. That's how we can change the world. I finally realized it. The true meaning of life. Thank you, Snake.
Look, I found this.
Let's keep it as a reminder.
Of what? A reminder of a successful mission? Or the first time we met?
Maybe
A
both?
reminder of how to live.
Huh?
Until today, I've lived only for myself. Survival has been the only thing I cared about in my life.
That's not just you. That's how everyone is.
I only felt truly alive when I was staring death in the face. I don't know. Maybe it's written into my genes.
What about now? What do your genes say about your future now?
Maybe it's time I live for someone else.
Someone else?
Yeah. Someone like you. Maybe that's the real way to live.
Aww.
So, where to, Snake?
David. My name's David.
Okay. So where to, Dave?
I think it's time we look for a new path in life.
A new path?
A new purpose.
Will we find it?
We'll find it. I know we'll find it.
What are those?
Caribou. To the Aleutians, the caribou is a symbol of life. It'll be spring here soon.
For us too?
Yeah. Spring brings new life to everything. It's a time for hope. I've lived here a long time, but Alaska has never looked more beautiful. The sky, the sea, the caribou, and most of all, you.
I think I'm gonna like this new life.
Come on. Let's enjoy life.
God, I love this game. In the 1980s, there were more than 60,000 nuclear warheads in the world at all times. The total destructive power... Okay. They didn't give me enough time. Let's do assist. 26,000. I wonder what it's like now. Honestly, I can't imagine that number's any better. Oh, the credits are in English. The end credits are in English. I'm honestly surprised. Because remember, I'm playing Metal Gear Solid Integral, which before now was only released in Japan. Even though it has English voice acting, this version was only released in Japan. So I was expecting the end credits to be in Japanese. I'm surprised. I'm surprised. But man, alright, first off, it is funny, and I imagine way coincidental that Snake's name is David, and the English voice actor for Snake is David Hayter. Think pure coincidence, I imagine, but still funny coincidence. Yeah, I agree with Snake. Last game can be beautiful to look at. I'm sure some of you heard that I lived in Alaska for a few years, near Anchorage. I was too young back then to really know how beautiful Alaska is. I love this game. This is still a good game, and I still rank it as one of my all-time favorites. This game, granted the graphics haven't aged well, but this game was a masterpiece of its time. And if you guys haven't yet, I really encourage you all to give this game a try. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed my playthrough of Metal Gear Solid. I hope you all enjoyed it. And actually, this was more of I definitely describe this as more of a walkthrough than a playthrough. So I'm hoping this so I'm also hoping this playthrough does help you all in your respective playthroughs of this game. Now that I've beaten the integral version of Metal Gear Solid, I should be able to unlock the first-person view mode, which you should. I haven't experienced it myself before, but you should be able to play the entire game strictly in first-person view.
You mustn't allow yourself to be chained to fate, to be ruled by your genes. Humans can choose the type of life they want to live. The important thing is that you choose life, and then live.
Yes, sir. The entire unit was wiped out. Those two are still alive. The Vector? Yes, sir. Fox die should become activated soon. Right on schedule. Yes, sir. I recovered all of Rex's dummy warhead data. No, sir. My cover is intact. Nobody knows who I really am. Yes, the DARPA chief knew my identity, but he's been disposed of.
So it was on purpose.
The inferior one was the winner after all. That's right. Until the very end, Liquid thought he was the inferior one. Yes, sir, I agree completely. It takes a well-balanced individual such as yourself to rule the world. No, sir. No one knows that you were the third one, Solidus. What should I do about the woman? Yes, sir. I'll keep her under surveillance. Yes. Thank you. Goodbye, Mr. President.
Ooh. Ocelot, a double agent. Okay, score. Alright, my code name. Okay, so game level easy. Took me 8 hours. Took me almost 9 hours to play. 37 saves. Only 1 continue. I've only been found 4 times. Enemy 76 killed. 26 rations used. Code name Puma. Yeah, I'm definitely a Puma. Special items, camera, and bandana. Okay, so the bandana. Since I've got the metal ending, let me see if it pops up. No. I'm sure it gave me a message. Okay, so, alright, so, the bandana. So, since I've gotten the metal ending, the game gave me the bandana. What the bandana is a special item that gives you unlimited ammo. But you have to have it equipped in order for it to have effect, to take effect. So yeah, the bandana gives you unlimited ammo. Now, if you've gotten the Otacon ending, then you have gotten stealth camo. You'll be able to use the stealth camo and turn invisible. It won't work all the time. Certain encounters and boss fights won't be, the stealth camera won't be effective in those situations. But yeah, those are two special items you get after completing the game. And if you do a third playthrough, after, no, obviously you can continue you can start a new game from a completed save. But if you start a third playthrough from a completed save, you then the Snake gets to watch a tuxedo. I need to take a quick bathroom break, and I'll be right back to give my final thoughts. Okay, I'm back. Told you guys I had the munchies. Alright, so my final thoughts on Metal Gear Solid Integral. It was fun playing. It was fun playing this version of Integral. Up to now, I've only played the original version of Metal Gear Solid and never touched the Integral version for obvious reasons. And it was interesting. It was interesting. It was interesting playing this version. But I'll be honest, it was a little jarring. It was a little jarring hearing all the very minor, dialogue differences between the two versions. The Integral version removed certain dialogue from the original game, and added in some more, and added in a little more, a new what here and there. There was a what during there was a moment where Snake said what during the reveal of Master Miller as Liquid Snake, that felt a little bit rushed. But yeah, it was fun playing this. It was fun playing this version. I could have played the very easy version, if I wanted to. But no, I want to play the at 1P view mode play. No, oh, change disc. Alright. Okay. Alright. But yeah, I think all in all, the original version of the game is what I'll be sticking to. I think honestly I prefer the original version of the game. I prefer playing the original version of the game compared to Integral. I don't know what all that says. I'm sure this explains how to play the game in this mode, but I don't know what all this says. Normal? Does that mean this is normal difficulty? Yeah, just for fun, I'm gonna try the first person view.
This is Snake.
How do I? Oh, here we go. Oh, I see. I see. Okay, so you double tap. You double tap to go into first person view. Fascinating. Jeez. Uh-oh.
What was that noise?
Well, at least I drew the attention away. This is really,
an elevator there you can take
really
up to the ground.
fascinating.
You'll just have to wait for
Playing,
the elevator to come
first person
down.
view.
You better hide somewhere.
Now, I couldn't understand what, that messages at the start was saying. Wait a minute. I cannot pick up items in first person view? Can I use my weapon in first person view? I'm curious. I'm really curious to try. I'm really curious to try. Now. Man, that was very interesting. Now I want to see if I can use my weapon in first person view. I'm going to skip these cinematics and grab I'm going to skip these cinematics. Grab the SOCOM from the back of the Jeep and try it out. Cause a little mayhem.
Their own.
Hey Maylene. It was fun hearing all of your poetry.
The bright thought in... Snake, you're ready.
I do hope I'll be able to save my... I hope I'll be able to save my game in this version. In this mode.
What can I do for you?
Bye.
Good luck, Snake.
I can't save my game. So just play like normal. Play like normal. I have to look down? Okay, so yeah, I can use my weapons in first person view. Doesn't seem like the weapon appears doesn't appear like the weapon appears in my hand. doesn't show up like if doesn't appear like the weapon shows up. But yeah, I can. But yeah, let's get into some trouble. Let's get into some trouble. Create some anarchy. Huh.
A surveillance camera?
I'm a little surprised that... the gunfire didn't attract any attention. Ah! Hello, guys! Ah! Man, that was interesting. That was really interesting. That might be a fun mode to do. That might be fun to do during a charity stream or something. Like, man. But yeah. That was fun. That was interesting. That was definitely new experience. But yeah, with that said, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up here. I had a fun time streaming Metal Gear Solid for you guys. But yeah, when I come back, we'll be next time I stream, we'll be jumping into the next chapter, Metal Gear Solid 2: Sons of Liberty. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for tuning in to my playthrough here. Thank you guys so much. Everybody watching on YouTube, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe if you like the video. And I'll see you guys next time. Take care, guys. Stay nerdy.
The nuclear